Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video isn't really going to be a tutorial, at least I'm not going to call it a tutorial because it's a pretty quick through of me just creating these 3 tumblers for some customers that ordered them through my Etsy shop. This style of tumbler is really popular for me, so whenever I open up my shop I usually get a lot of orders for this style. The tumbler I'm using is a true 32 ounce, and 2 of them are being prepped white and gold, and this last one, that's number 3, is being prepped baby blue and white. So when you're spray painting a tumbler more than 2 colors, what you want to do is kind of angle your tumbler when you're spray painting so that the spray paint can kind of fade up the cup and create that ombre effect. If you look at the tumbler here, you can see what I mean about the ombre effect on the spray paint. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to ombre with spray paint, then let me know and I can do a tutorial like dedicated to that. I did apply resin to the base of the tumbler. I believe I used Fast Set for these tumblers, and I'm using the glitter Wonderland, which is the white, and this gold is called Sassy. Both are available at sugarandspiceglitter.com. You can see that when I apply the white, I kind of do it very sporadically in the beginning as well as with the gold, and I like to angle my cups so that the glitter can kind of fall into the other color and ombre itself. I do go back and forth between both colors as I normally would while I'm creating an ombre effect. That way in the middle it meets and blends very nicely. So once I'm done with this one, we're going to set this aside and let that cure, and we're going to go ahead and work on the next 2. So I did all of these at the same exact time, let them cure, and the method is exactly the same. I'm applying my resin all over the base of the tumbler, and then we're going to go in with the same colors, Wonderland and Sassy. I'm really excited for this next one. This is a new color combo that was requested by the customer. It's a baby blue and like silver white color combo. I love how this one turned out. You can see I'm doing the same thing by applying my resin all over the base of the tumbler. And the glitters for this one that we're going to be using is Wedding Bells and Maya. Now I do believe Maya may still be in stock by the time this video goes up. However, Wedding Bells, I think we're either down to a very small amount or she's already sold out. However, I do want to let you guys know that we are planning a huge restock at the end of the year towards the beginning of the new year. So keep an eye out for those announcements because we have about 150 to 200 colors coming back in stock, as well as some new glitters being added to the shop. So you definitely want to join me over in my Facebook group, follow me on Instagram, and also turn on notifications for this YouTube channel so that when I make the announcement, you guys don't miss out. I also wanted to mention that I fill in those spaces with the glitter Wonderland, so that's the fine glitter that I'm using to help fill in the spaces between Wedding Bells, which is the chunky. So here we are with the tumblers spinning with their top coat of resin. Because of the chunky, you do want to go in with about 2 good coats of resin before applying your vinyl decals. And in the next clip, I'll show you guys how I apply the decals. Alright, so I just finished cutting out the vinyl. I went to the bathroom, I sanded down the cups that I'm going to be putting the LV design on. So I have 2 white and golds for now, and this one white and silver. Sorry, baby blue and silver. So I'm going to just put the video, I'm just going to fast forward through me applying the design. So if you want to see how I do that, then keep on watching because it's going to be a little bit of a process. I do want to mention that I purchased the images for this design on Etsy. However, it was a while ago. I'll see if I can find who I purchased the design from, and if I can, I'll have it linked down below. If not, I'm sure you can do a quick little search on Etsy or even on Google and find something similar. Because there's so much to this design and the logos and everything, the weeding part does take a little bit of time and is really tedious. And I also have 3 of these to do, so I'm gonna try and fast forward as much as possible without taking away too much from the video. Again, like I said before, this isn't too much of a tutorial, just an extra bonus video of me working on some tumblers for customers. So yeah, I had asked you guys if you wanted to see more videos like this, and I did get a lot of good feedback on you guys saying yes, you wanted to see me kind of just like working and not everything being tutorials. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm also trying to get better at like recording myself throughout the day. I had asked you guys a while back if you wanted to see more vlog type videos, and I got a few yeses from you guys wanting to see kind of more behind the scenes on the glitter business and all that stuff. So hoping to get better, hoping to record myself a little bit more throughout the day. So hopefully starting in the new year, we'll be able to post up some vlog videos for you guys. Anyways, here I am continuing to weed out the final design. Like I mentioned before, it is quite a process, and I believe this whole entire video took me about 1 hour. I had like 1 hour of recorded footage, just me weeding and applying the design to the tumbler. So I am trying to cut it down as much as possible, but it was very time consuming. Once you're done weeding out the vinyl design, it's time to apply it onto the tumbler. So I'm going to put on my vinyl transfer sheet, squeegee it on, make sure it's nice and flat and even, you don't have any wrinkles or bubbles, and then we're gonna apply that onto the tumbler. This part is a little bit tricky, especially if you don't have like a tumbler holder. That I'm still working on making mine. So for now, what I do is just stand up the tumbler on the desk, eyeball, and pray to the gods that it's on even. I'm usually pretty good about eyeballing, but if you aren't, you might want to get yourself a little tumbler holder with some measuring tapes or something on the side. But yeah, you can see how I apply that there, here, and also this one happened to be cut a little bit short, so I end up having to cut about 1 inch more of that same pattern from another vinyl and apply that to the middle. So I'm not sure if you're able to see where that gap is, but you will see that I have to cut out another piece to apply that there, and I have to do that for all 3 of the tumblers. So here you can see I'm holding up the design to the tumbler to make sure that I cut out the exact size that I need. So I'm just making sure that I line up the pattern correctly, and then I'm going to use my scissor to just cut out the piece that I need from that other piece of wrap that was cut. Once that's done, I'm going to cut out another piece of transfer sheet, apply that onto the piece of the pattern that needs to be applied to the tumbler. Gonna trim that up just a little bit and then apply that to the space that I needed to add it to. So now that we're done with tumbler number 1, we're going to move on to tumbler number 2, which is the same exact color pattern with the white and the gold. So I'm going to just weed out that design once again and apply it to the second tumbler. So I'm just going to go ahead and let the rest of this part ride on out. I'm going to weed out the vinyl design like I mentioned before and apply it to the tumbler the same exact way. Then we're going to move on to the blue and white tumbler as well. So now we're going to move on to the blue and white one, and again just weeding out the logo pattern and applying it to the tumbler. Alright, so we finished the blue one. Oh my god, I absolutely love how this one has turned out. Besides the pink one, I think this one is one of my favorites. Now, don't get me wrong, I of course love the classic white and gold, but this one, out of this world. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the spinner now. I'm gonna put a top coat of resin. I'm probably gonna need about 2 more coats on this before they're actually ready to go. So let's go ahead and apply some resin. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every time we upload a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.